Check out the latest Sprinter 170 3500 to leave the shop. Exterior highlights of the Sprinter 170 include a Sprinter 170 3500 4x4 rip kit. We have method wheels with Falcon Wild Peak tires. We have aluminous Nerf bars with tread plate. All the way up top, we have an aluminous double loop roof rack. On the front of that, we have a 52-inch 300-watt LED light bar. We have a Fiamma awning down the side. And then at the rear, we have a 4-inch LED lights affixed to that roof rack. You can also see on top of it we have a solar deck, so there's going to be 760 watts of solar up there, as well as a spot to mount our Maxxair. Let's check out the rear. At the rear of the van we have an Vans tire carrier and ladder. We have an Vans storage box and Sherpa cargo carrier. This is going to house our water filtration system. You can also see that Maxxair mount all the way up top. And another nice feature about this van is that we have an onboard air compressor, so we're going to have a chuck at the front and rear. Let's step inside. As we step into the vehicle, you can see that we have a flip down exterior happy hour table, as well as bug screens at both the sliding door and rear door. Design highlights inside the Sprinter 170 include a pine tongue and groove ceiling with a clear coat finish. We have Duramax silver upholstered wall panels. Our countertops are going to be Corian. Our upper cabinetry is going to be white painted 5-panel door cabinets, and all of our lowers are going to be maple slab door. And then all the way on the floor, our flooring is going to be Trenton Oak. In the rear of the vehicle, we have our dinette, and that's going to be upholstered in morning fog crest leather. Lastly, in this galley, you'll see that we have a white stick-on subway tile backsplash. When it comes to layout, we have a secondary riding unit here with this Freedman foldaway bus seat. We have our galley that's going to be both on the driver's and passenger side. We have our wet bath here on the driver's side, and then all the way in the rear, we have our dinette that's going to convert into a lower bed, as well as a secondary bed on the HappiJac bed lift system. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. In the front of the vehicle, we have our Freedman foldaway bus seat. So this is really nice so that you have a little bit more usable space in this area when it's folded away. But then when you have passengers, we can fold it down. It has 3-point retractable seat belts, and we also have a secondary table mount there, so you can pull the table from the rear up here. You also have the monitor, so it can turn into a nice working station. Moving rearward, we have our galley. So in the galley, we have the Corian countertops. We have a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension. We have an Impava 2-burner induction cooktop, and beneath that, we have a Breville oven. Underneath that, we just have a really roomy cabinet here, so that'll be great for some of the larger kitchen items. Moving even further rearward, we have an isotherm Cruise 200 fridge and freezer, so separate sides for the fridge and freezer, and a much larger unit, so this is good for taking more people on the road or taking longer trips. Additionally, closing out this side, we have that backsplash, so it'll be easy to clean if there is any cooking splatter. Moving over to the driver's side, we have a Rivati 15x20 workstation sink with the cutting board insert here. Underneath this sink, we also have something a little unique. We have storage for our dry flush toilet. So we have one access point here, and we have a secondary access point from our wet bath, so you can just pull it out on the 500-pound locking slides and use it in the shower. Lastly, as always, dry flush toilets can be charged up and used outside of the vehicle if that's preferable. As we move further back, we have the wet bath, so all of our walls are going to be brushed aluminum. Our floor is going to be a stainless steel shower pan. We have a Nautilus self-cleaning retractable shower door, so as that rolls in on itself, it's going to squeegee off. As I mentioned, we have this door below where we can access our dry flush toilet. We have a custom teak flip-up shelf inside, and we have a separate lighting zone so that you're not in a dark cave while showering in here. All the way in the rear of the vehicle, we have our dinette. So this dinette is very versatile, so we'll talk about all the fun things that we have back here. First things first, you'll notice that we have a raised floor. So this is multifunctional, both to make this seating area a little bit more comfortable, but also we get these two hatches that will have some nice storage options in both sections of the dinette here. The dinette is going to be upholstered in crest leather, and we can also move our table out of the way, which is going to be on a lagoon mount, and then flip this leaf over and turn it into a U-shaped dinette when you have a few more people that you want to fit back here. Additionally, when we fold this leaf over, we can have this turn into a full flat surface, so that will be our secondary sleeping area, 76 inches long, plenty of room for 2 people. Additionally, under the passenger side seat, we have our power systems. So in here we have 1,000 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate battery bank. We have that 760 watts of solar coming in through the top, and we have a 3,000 watt inverter. And on the driver's side, we have our plumbing cabinet. So in here we have a 40-gallon freshwater tank, as well as our VanLife Tech hydronic radiant heat and hot water system. So that system is going to keep the vehicle 4-season capable, nice toasty floors, and it's going to send hot water to both our indoor sink and our indoor shower. Additionally, at the rear of the vehicle here, we have a bed on a HappiJac bed lift system. So you can just go ahead and lower that when you are ready to use it. Go as low as you want, especially depending if you have some second sleepers beneath you. So you can lower that down. And then another nice thing of this van is that we have a step 180 in maple, so it's going to match the cabinetry, and you can just pop that down and you have a nice little step to get up into that bed. When it comes to ventilation in this vehicle, we have the flare space in both sides of the dinette here, and that's going to have half slide windows in it. We have custom window covers for all of these windows for privacy. We have Maxxair fans at the rear and the front. We also have a Nomadic 12-volt AC unit and 2 Sierra Lawrence T-vent windows in the front here. So those are going to have the awning style windows at the bottom, so you can get a nice cross breeze here as well. That wraps up this van. I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour. I hope you have a great rest of your day.